Okay, well...
Why? I'm not a Billy bullshitter. You just can all piss off.
Hello, William Hanson and Jordan North. How formal. Apologies if a similar scenario has already been answered. I've only just discovered the podcast and I'm only up to season 3.
Let me guess. You've met shagging a watermelon, you've met your dad on Grindr, or you've had sex with someone...
With a superhero.
Dressed as Spider-Man that's technically related to you.
I have a friend who is a compulsive white liar.
Oh, okay.
A white liar? Okay, that's interesting. So, a white lie, technically not as severe as a lie in popular belief. Really stupid things that are harmless in the grand scheme of things. For example, saying he went out for dinner when I know he stayed home. Is that his flu vaccination or COVID vaccination? I suspect the tales are rooted in anxiety or insecurity, but it is really obvious that it is a lie to myself and others, and he will forget who he has told a story to and will end up telling multiple versions in front of the same person.
Why you... What? I don't lie.
Imagine having a friend like that. His tales also... The producer's on the floor.
I'm going to get wound up here.
His tales also frequently stray into the territory of someone else's industry or expertise. And when they explain that what he is saying is impossible or improbable, he either tries to backtrack or doubles down and says, I know, they told me I was the only person they'd ever heard of this happening to. How do I tell him that his lies are really obvious to everyone? For his sake, and more importantly, because I find it really annoying. Many thanks, Jenny.
He's not a white liar, he's a Billy bullshitter. What?
Okay, well...
Why? I'm not a Billy bullshitter. You just can all piss off.
I haven't said a word.
I feel like you're both... White lies are like... A white lie is a lie to say something. So, like, if you said... Jordan, does my makeup look okay? I'd be like, it looks absolutely lovely.
Yes.
Ben might say, Jordan, did you enjoy my company on Saturday night? I'd be like, I'm so glad you was there. That's a white lie. Or a lie that wouldn't upset someone.
Is 32 too old to wear a hoodie? No, of course it's not.
Exactly.
That sort of thing.
Billy bullshitting is like somewhat, it's like Jay from In Between Us.
Okay.
I think you've just got to do the old, you've just got to go back to school, year 10, and just do that.
Yeah.
Can you smell bullshit? I can smell bullshit. And
Well,
just do that every now and then. And it's harsh, but it puts them in the place.
I may not use those words, but I kind of like your approach with humour and sort of trying to diffuse it with humour. That's what I would do. I think call him out.
I don't bullshit.
All right, it's not about you. It's about Jenna's friend called Jordan. And I
might add a pinch of salt to a story to make it...
you're not supposed to put a pinch of salt. You're meant to put a small little pile on the edge of your plate.
Fine, fair enough.
But Jenny, I would, call it out. But that said, I think with any sort of lie, whether it's a white lie or a full lie, as it were, sometimes if you are lying to yourself, you can sometimes believe it as well, and people sort of live the lie or actually forget, particularly if it's a lie that's carried on over months and months and months. They can sort of forget what is true and what isn't.
Call him out with humour.
Call him out with humour. Be compassionate. Maybe he does need help. I don't know.
Just say, like, I've got a mate that's like this, and you just got to say, oh, you're so full of shit. That didn't happen.
Or, I'm not sure I believe you. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
If you don't want to go down the shit route.
Yeah. You're full of shit, you.
I'm not sure I believe you.
Do you want another drink? God, you don't have bullshit, you.
I'm not sure I believe you. More wine. Is it okay to white lie? I think if it protects someone's feelings.
Yeah.
If you genuinely think they're going
of
to be
course.
upset.
Yeah.
You gave some very good examples. Okay, next letter. This one is from Matt. Dear William Jordan and executive producer Ben, I need to ask William and Jordan for their thoughts on a problem. I should explain that I'm one of your older G Divas and cringed listening to the episodes when you both hit 30, as I recently hit 50. But I can assure you life is still as bewildering further down the tracks.
I love being in my 30s.
Do you?
Yeah,
You're accepting it now?
Happiest I've ever been this.
That people do say when you get into your 30s, life's going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I became very good friends with a lad I met at college. I was 17 and he was a year older. We became best mates with shared interests in music, cars and motorsport. Life was fun, learning to drive, first cars, road trips, holidays, drinking, etc. We did become dependent on each other, talking through problems, whether work-related or girlfriends or deeper stuff. That dependence developed, discreetly, into a physical closeness. Not full-on, but a very close physical relationship.
What does that mean?
Well, maybe they were friends with benefits.
Okay.
Over time, I was his best man, as he met a lovely girl and they settled down. However, the close friendship we enjoyed continued. Given that this was over 25 years ago, what was acceptable in society then was very different to now. We talked about buying a house together in the future, but laughed it off as ludicrous. I remember being parked up in his car one evening and having to duck down so the other car passing by thought I might be a girl and not a lad. After a few years, my friend was divorced and, feeling guilty that our friendship might have been a factor, when he met a new girlfriend, I began to distance myself to give him a chance to enjoy a happy life. Over time, we lost touch. Earlier this year, I heard he had died of skin cancer. I attended his funeral, and after the service, I was approached by his first wife. We chatted and shared memories. Towards the end of the conversation, she looked me straight in the eye and said she knew exactly how much he needed our friendship. The look on her face and intensity of expression left me in no doubt she knew everything. I didn't know what to say, but we hugged and vowed to keep in touch. So my problem is this. Should I leave things be, or should I make contact with her to follow up? What would you do? Yours sincerely, Matt.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I might cry. Oh, that's really sad.
Well, it's the road not taken, and, you know, the
Do
big
you think they loved each other?
Yes.
Oh.
And I think it was more than a sort of a friendly love like we would have with our friends. I think there probably was a sort of a deeper romantic love there.
Oh, I feel really sad at that, Matt. What a lovely letter.
It is a lovely letter.
Oh, I've got goosebumps.
You know, and I know there's still some progress to go, but actually, generally, in the grand scheme of things, life is a lot better and a lot easier for people who may have unconventional, by the sort of the accepted norms of society, feelings. So that's the positive from this. What I would do, Matt, is yes, I would make contact with that first wife.
I agree.
You don't need to become the first wife's best friend and sort of see them all the time, but even if you just meet once a year and chat and share the memories and keep the memory of your friend alive, I think that's a really nice idea. And if the first wife doesn't want to do it, she can always say no.
Could be comforting.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the right term to use, Matt, but I am a big believer in everything happens for a reason. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's lovely, and how lovely of that first wife.
What a lovely letter. Best of luck, and yeah, definitely keep in touch. Why not?